Hi, my name is Akima Teague, and my oral presentation is going to be on written communications in the workplace and how written communications are used in a professional setting and how written communications can be used as an incentive and also boost morale and be informative to your associates. Different ways written communication can be used. The following are ways that I observed in my workplace of written communications. I work in a large grocery store chain which has a deli area. I work in the deli area, so I deal with a lot of written communications in that area. And the first type of written communication I deal with is safety signs. We have a lot of safety signs to communicate different rules and regulations to our associates, different safety guidelines, different things that we need to always be um, caught up on to keep us safe and to keep our customers safe. We use the safety guidelines to make sure we're always where we should be. We want to make sure we're not doing anything wrong to make anybody sick. Um, we also deal with how-to written communications. Our how-to written communications are different ways of doing certain kitchen processes. We cook in our kitchen, so we always need to know what's the right temperature to cook our food at. We always need to know how long we're supposed to cook food so that nothing comes out undercooked or overcooked. We also deal with a lot of raw meats, and we always need to know what temperatures they should be cooled at, what temperatures they should be warmed at, when they need to be taken off the shelves. We deal with a lot of things that way. So we always need to be up to date on our how-to processes. And during this time that I observed, we were having a hard time with some of our associates knowing exactly the right processes to what they should be doing. So we had to make sure we talked to our manager and explained it to her, and she made sure that the written processes were up and available to everybody so that no one could feel that they didn't know exactly what they were supposed to be doing. Because if we're not doing our job, we could easily do cross contamination. We could have a lot of foodborne illnesses. It's very important that we always stay on top of the food because we sell a lot of it to our customers and we have a lot of associates that eat the food, and we have to make sure it's always where it should be. Um, Secondly, I observed bulletin boards. We use a lot of bulletin boards at my job because they're good for information. They're good for posting information. We keep a few very large bulletin boards in the back room where our associates have breaks and lunches. This way, they can always know what's going on in the store or what's coming up in the store. We use them for incentives. We use them to honor certain people in the store, people that we feel are shining through or going the extra step to help in keeping our store running and keeping our store safe. So we always make sure we want to honor those people. And on the bulletin boards, this is where we do that. Um, Also, I observed written referrals as a way of written communication. We use the written referrals to help aid the managers in keeping employees informed of rules and regulations and codes of conduct. Um, on the day that I observed the written referral being used, it was an associate that hadn't adhered to the code of conduct, and they were being told what they did wrong and what should be done. So at this time, the associate was informed of what happened, what should have happened, and how it could be fixed. These ways of written communication, not always the best and not always what we want them to be, but they are good and informal ways of dealing with certain situations. The different ways that I explain the written communication being used are very large ways of using them in my store because we use it a lot. So we always want to try to do our best in making sure that the way we use these are clear and informative and easy to understand to our associates. These are great ways to understand written communication and the ways they can be used in the workplace. Thank you.